From the moment we all screech into this wee planet, we are creatures bound by motion, you feel me? It's a body that is pulsing, beating, and the mind is exactly the same, just tied to this rock, pure hurtling through cosmos. It's in your spinning, can't it, all that? My prescription, there ain't one, if you catch my meaning. Forward motion is recommended. In fact, it's part of the whole thing, Foot to the gas and don't hold off or look back, but please check all mirrors before hurtling off. It's a mean old balancing act we've been given, but born with 7 plates spinning, it's no wonder we rush the good bits with a brick on the gas pedal. Shame is, you are barely going to get a minute of it to yourself anyway before a big old flash of white and a little lake of piss, and off you pop into another fucking round, watching all the grandkids crying at your funeral while doing a stunning Casper the Ghost impression in your new ectoplasmic spectral form. Either that or you'll be bound on that sweet wheel of samsara and come back a silkworm, exactly hands in lotus position or something. Anyway, this moment you find yourself in, the edge of a new millennium, the here, the now. What a good slice of time it is, at the end of history. Just watch yourself though, pal. One step beyond and we can be falling forever. Through that moment that always swings round like a pendulum, it's always leaving and then always returning. You've got to have 2 eyes on the future and 1 on the past, otherwise you find yourself going back round the bend to where it all began. It's all too easy, isn't it, pal? Just fuck it and succumb to the scream of time and let go of holding on. Just mind you don't lose yourself, Mason. Mason. Mason.
Mason.
Oi, Mason.
The time is 1800 hours. With me is Mr. Milton. We would just want to know what's happened as much as you do. So what we need from you...
It's just a clear picture of what you think has happened. Or what you know has happened. I mean, sometimes we can misremember things, can't we? Change them in our heads when we don't want to admit that we've done something wrong. Mason, mate, you've been staring at that emotion for longer than the packaging recommends. You need to leave, sweet thing.
Fuck you. I honestly don't know where I've been, but I want to go back. So, 10 more minutes. The void is calling.
I feel like that's a fuck me moment, not a fuck you moment.
Wait, what?
You said fuck you, which is layered with a little animosity. I feel like fuck me would have been more appropriate.
Allow me to correct myself. Fuck me?
Absolutely not, darling.
Yeah, it's always worth an arse though, isn't it?
God loves a trier.
Oh, he's dead. Or she.
Defo a she. And speaking of trying, you've got a dissertation thesis to try to squeeze out in about 2 hours and 27 minutes.
Fuck, what day is... Hold on, how on earth do you know the time of my meeting with Garver? Mum, is that you?
You asked me to take the earlier slot for the express reason of me reminding you and yours was babes. So I'll need to be setting off in about 1 hour and 10.
Your relentless commitment to timekeeping is commendable, but fucking annoying all the same. I'm suffering here, so brew ibuprofen and unconditional love?
The day I stop giving you care packages is the day you keel over and die. Do you know that?
You couldn't stand to see it, so I'll put money on it never stopping. Sades?
What? Sorry, yeah?
When you talk about me zoning out, I'd love to know where you go when you disappear mid-conversation like that.
Somewhere that's not right now. You know where the magic medical box is, mate, so take what you need.
But what about the brew?
You'll find that about 10 minutes down the road in your own damn house, Mason. I do have to sleep myself as well. Can't quite keep pace with you. It's tiring just watching.
Oh, fucking Right, message received. I just love your company, so, and being completely honest, your bedsheets don't smell like a medieval hovel.
The modern world has come up with solutions for things like this, Mason. I'm picturing a white, good, labour-saving device.
A fridge.
Please leave before more of my brain cells die. Birmingham tomorrow still?
Yeah, Birmingham.
Just don't forget.
Just don't forget.
What?
Just don't forget.
Sorry, yeah, I won't.
So you walked home listening to a tape. What was on the tape? Beginner Spanish. Can you tell me where is the nearest train station? What's the story, Morning Glory? ¿Dónde está la estación de tren más pesada? Education. Machine learning basic. No puedo recordar. The Rolling Stones. The soundtrack of The Fifth Element.
Looking a little too pensive for somebody stood on the edge of a platform there, Sades.
You're early. What a surprise.
I sometimes wonder why they picked a yellow line. Because yellow isn't danger, is it? It's...
Sunflowers.
butter.
Mild caution, not danger.
It's all just a means of control anyway, though, isn't it, Sades? Stand behind the yellow line, pay your taxes, have 3 children, go to the office, eat shit, repeat, wipe your ass properly.
I think the last one is just general hygiene, Mason.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but please wipe your ass properly.
Can we move away from the precipice and maybe take a seat? I love a bent for dedication. Alan Gainsworth spent many happy hours here escaping his family, feeding pigeons and waiting for the sweet release of death. He won't be missed, 1920 to 1993.
That one is actually just for the Friends of Warwick Station.
It will belong to them forever.
This bench may well outlive both of us.
I fucking hope it does.
Do you really want to be outdone by a bench?
No one outdoes me, not even the mighty inanimate bench in front of us. Just 'cause it lasts longer, don't make it better. Just think of those 14 seconds with Ty from Bristol. Heavenly, I bet.
Oh, the briefness of it all. It's good to know at least somebody remembers those 14 seconds.
I've changed lives in less time.
Oh, honey, is that what she told you? Isn't Sam going to be about tonight? I've heard whispers that she's keen.
Maybe tonight's the night I change her world.
In record time.
A bit of bed for the night, and I'm sure I'd forget her and even less.
You're disgusting, do you know that?
You brought her up, mate.
You know, I bumped into Izzy recently. She asked about you.
Good to know I leave an impression.
She looked beat, Mason.
The weak must make way for the strong.
Not everybody has quite your ability to shake things off, Mason.
Some people can't hack life, my dear. Leave it to us survivors. You got to keep moving.
Do you ever think about how much space we take up in other people's heads?
What, the two of us?
No, not the two of us, but everyone. Like, how can we spend a minute talking to somebody and they played that moment over and over?
I'm living in their head rent-free, and the only thing on my mind is me.
I can never quite tell when you're being serious.
Constantly.
Was that sarcasm?
You know, I'm not even sure myself. Could be both, could be neither. I'm here, I'm there. You can't pin me down on your binaries.
Arrogant and stupid all at once.
I'm just at peace with the world, Sadie. At peace with my inner self.
Do you know what's on tonight? Other than the usual grumblings of semi-intellectual ramblings over the weirdest hardcore that can be found this side of Europe.
Thought I came for the music and you came to hear what the crusties with the mic had to say.
You know, in the cold light of day, I don't know if they ever really say out.
Are we about to have a lengthy debate? Is that what's about to happen? Because, Sades, I didn't bring my notes or my will to live either. I left that next to the toaster with some other bits.
The vibe down there is, well, without throwing too heavy a term around, well, it's getting a bit cultish.
I mean, I sense your meaning, but it's all a bit harmless, isn't it? They can write their stories, do their art evenings, and we can go along and soak up that wonderful twisted air.
Head into oblivion.
Well, now you sound like them.
Doesn't it just make you stop? Feel dizzy, all that constant motion.
Really coming at me with the big guns for our pre-night out conversation. I don't really have an answer for you, Sage, not one that's going to satisfy this insatiable hunger that you have, because whatever I say is going to ultimately result in another fucking 10 questions. But don't worry about it too much. In fact, don't worry about out too much. Just forwards. We're all on this inescapable journey and we have basically fuck all control over what happens. So what else can we do? Let's just fucking drive full steam ahead into the wall because there might be something better on the other side. Never stop for a moment because that's all we have, momentum. I thought that was the secret special reason we're off out, for that impetus. The drive to do faster, be more, do more.
I just don't feel like that works anymore.
The 1947 service to Birmingham New Street has been delayed by 20 minutes.
Sorry to get all...
Yeah, apology accepted.
I feel like I've been waiting on this platform for something other than this train. Maybe I'm just being...
Well, as chance would have it, we'll be waiting here for some more time, so whatever it is, maybe it will turn up.
Do you feel like you're going somewhere? Like, other than this?
Christ, Sades. I didn't realise I'd signed up to fucking weakest link today.
Answer the question, Mason.
Could Mr. Milton confirm if Sadie was getting under his skin that day?
I don't know. It feels like there's a ghost hanging over this conversation, and I don't think it's mine.
Have you got ghosts?
Have you got ghosts?
Yeah, maybe. Should we do it? Should we bare our souls to the forefront? Because that seems to be what we want to do.
Mason, I'm just trying to.
Are you going to ask me about Sid? About how badly he fucked me up? Do you think my waste of space mate who died haunts me? Because he was nothing, Sades.
The next train to arrive at platform 2 will be the 1947 service to Birmingham New Street.
And I said to him, Helen, this is what I said.
Well, what did you say?
Well, I said that. He just has to start doing a better job of it, really.
Sades, would you look at me?
He really does, though, doesn't he? Because he's always getting things wrong.
Sades.
I feel like he's intentionally not telling us the whole truth. Are you, Mason? Telling us the truth.
Can you stop saying my fucking name?
Mason, I'm so sorry, it's just a bit out of it. Why the fuck are you telling these nice women to fuck off? Do you maybe want to chill?
They said my... Listen, can we just reset? We're on our way now.
Yeah, maybe it's best if we just put it behind us.
Leave it on the station. That way it will be the dedication on our bench. Mason and Sadie left an awkward encounter here where Mason revealed too much of his past for no reason.
It's behind us. Lost to time.
Lost to time.
Is that what you think of your friend?
What?
That'll be us in the end. You need your ears checking, boy. I'm scared you might have something lodged in there. A gummy bear or a crayon. You know, I never feel quite as reflective, I suppose, as when I'm on a train. There's just something about seeing land changing, houses appear and then disappear that really... I don't know. It's just...
You know, I could be fooled into thinking that you just brought me along to ruminate out loud for once instead of it all being in your head.
Generally speaking, that's what friends are for, Mason.
Yeah, until somebody says something that needs to be left behind.
Tickets, please, for Birmingham.
Right, okay, so we haven't left it behind then.
Look, I don't know what you want.
Tickets! Otherwise, you might find yourself...
Lost.
Would you describe Sid as a lost person?
And what about Sadie?
I don't understand.
Do you think that you might be lost, Mason?
Mate, where the fuck did you just go?
This is Birmingham New Street.
Mason, we aren't about to go meet Piig. You just passed out, darling.
Sadie, it would be dead nice to have my friend back here instead of my mum.
Maybe show me a man instead of a boy then. Sit down and talk to me.
You know you're not responsible for me. You have no fucking part to play in my life.
You know, for somebody who cares about fuck all, you sound awful hung up about a lot of stuff today. There is no meaning to history or past don't define us. The constant stream of time of passing moments do. We must push forward, go faster. I got fucking news for you, Mason. Those moments that we inhabit and go faster, they become our past. Life isn't just moment to moment living with no meaning. There are patterns to detect and learn from, and I'm starting to see patterns all over here.
Cute words, but they really don't mean jack shit to me, Sadie. You can give me this flowery bullshit wrapped up in philosophy, but you don't understand life. You sit and you think and you think and you think, and so rarely fucking do.
It's not even about Sid.
No, you're right. It isn't. So drop whatever you were about to say.
The man of the world speaks.
Oi, oi. Your lass outside looks fucking pissed, mate. Face like slapped ass.
She's not my lass, as you well know.
Oi, listen, I ain't got a sofa big enough for two of you.
What?
Like a counsellor. You know them long settees? Like fellow with funny moustache, you know. He thinks people want to fuck their moms or horses or some shite.
What, do you mean Freud?
Oh, look at this brain box. I always knew you'd end up in white coat with clipboard.
Fuck off. I mean, what do you mean?
You're always made for it, you know. Smart lads sat there reading in a room full of people wigging out.
No, I meant about the lab coat and a clipboard. I do computer science.
Oh, is that not what they wear?
No, they just wear normal clothes.
You've got some venom in you today, kid. Just playing like we used to. That temper, Jesus. So is lovely Sade's going to get in car or just stand outside? I can't drop yous off. Oh, you've gone so red I could fry an egg on those cheeks. I done a boo-boo.
Honestly, mate, bang another gram in that bag because I cannot be fucked to deal with you today.
Whoa, easy there, Mason. You're starting to sound a lot like that mate of yours.
I thought you didn't have a fucking sofa big enough for the counselling, Piig. Look, if everybody could stop thinking they have some sort of pastoral care role in my life today, for fuck's sake.
Easy, easy. I was only mezzing, Mason. You just need to relax. Now, before you go, just listen good. From the moment we all screech into this wee planet, we are creatures bound.
I feel like I've got a lump coming, you know.
Yeah, it's going to grow right out your forehead. I can see it.
Shit, really?
Yeah, well, shit, that looks bad. It's long and droopy too.
You what?
Yeah, and it's got bollocks on. Dickhead. Are we going to say anything about the day we just had? Are we going to just go in there, lose our minds, not say anything and pretend it didn't happen?
Sades, I don't know what you want from me today.
To be honest with me, to talk like friends without the veil of 7 layers of sarcasm or nihilism or whatever it is that you plaster over yourself to make your life easier.
What, are you still on Sid? Are you really bringing it up again?
Mason, you brought it up, not me. Are we going to say anything about the day we just had? Are we going to just go in there, lose our minds, not say anything and pretend it didn't happen?
Sades, are you being real right now?
What, Mason? I'm just trying to.
What, get me fucking mad because you're going the right way. I just said, why are you bringing up Sid?
Mason, I didn't. Are we going to say anything about the day we just had, or are we going to just go in there, lose our minds, not say anything and pretend it didn't happen?
How are we just going around in circles? Can you say something different? Sid.
Mason, babes, I ain't said nothing about him. Are you...
Tickets, please.
Mason, I've got yours. Are you sure you don't want to just...
Can we just go inside?
Mason, look at me. What is wrong?
Yeah, I can ask you the same question.
You think this is coming from me?
Here we go again. You know, it's a good thing that we've never fucking...
Don't finish that sentence because I don't want to hear whatever comes out your fucking mouth next.
No. Have you got a problem? Because all day you've been prod. Go on, say it, Sage. Speak up. Make your little voice loud.
I've just been trying to talk and you wouldn't listen.
I wouldn't.
Listen!
Hey!
Mason, I'm begging you, speak to me properly.
Look, if you want deep insights into your best friend's life, go to the fucking smoking area with this bag and find a new one. Go on, chew somebody's ear off about life, the universe and everything, because I don't have time to fucking indulge you any longer, Sage. For fuck's sake.
Oh, I couldn't borrow a Rizzler, could I, darling?
Take 1, take 5, take the whole pack.
Fucking hell, somebody's got your knickers all twisted.
Twisted and up his backside.
He looks mad enough to kill. Surely
not. Surely not.
And now I'm alone. In a room with 100 people, all strangers. Each and every one of them retreating to their own hiding places. Safe and content to converse with themselves in that space between their eyes. They move out of time with each other, moving to a collective rhythm that still ties them all up into a neat little package. And I slip between them, slotting serenely into the dance. My breath moves to a fever pitch, panting wild and animal, and the day repeats on me. Each moment playing over and over, pushing them away, only to find that the other one hangs on to the end of the last. Repeat. That girl has got into my head. Fuck. I should be here and now. In this only moment that we get. Fucking now and forever. There is no use in revisiting what has been done, what has been said, what has passed. There is no chance to come to a new future, no chance other than piloting ourselves towards dangerous oblivion. We have nowhere else to go. No other destination is predestined. Bags emptied onto the creases on my hand and inhaled to take me closer to the end of this night. Preaching to me as if I am a lost soul. Lost where? I know where I am and where I stand on this glorified asteroid. A momentary blip in an infinite sequence of nothing, and I draw power from that. Forwards, faster, furiously, towards dawn, then dusk, then dawn, then dusk forever.
You alright, love?
Yeah.
Looking a bit lonely there.
You don't happen to have a cigarette, do you?
I were about to ask you the same thing, my dear. You're looking like you're about to take flight.
I was just hoping I would.
The birds have just as many woes, let me tell you.
In touch with nature, are you?
I mean, I don't have to speak pigeon to know they've got troubles. We're all alike more than we care to admit.
Would be good to be able to fly though, wouldn't it? To be free.
Alright, would be. But eating Greggs from the floor sounds a little bit less attractive. Where are you going, love?
Not sure yet.
Go on then. Fly.
There's something about the damp of the air. It just spells out P-H-E-T. I mean, we could be in a cave for all I know, echoing around my head and the drip drop of condensed sweat coming back down to say hello. It's fucking glorious. God praise the sound system. Except God is dead and he's in my basement playing Super Mario Bros. Christ, if this is what tinnitus sounds like, then I'd like to sign up to a lifetime supply of hearing aids. Fuck knows where Sadie is. Do I care? No, I don't care. She can fucking do one. Good to keep that in mind. Oh, that one noise is like, oi, oi. I feel like I'm about to drop on a seaside ride. My stomach's in fucking knots in the best way. I wish I could fucking see where I was going. I feel like I'm 2 seconds away from knocking somebody's drink and getting chinned. What was I about to do again? Where the fuck is my wallet? Where the fuck's my keys? Where the fuck's my head? Glorious cracking. Sadie? No, looks a lot like her though. The thing about amphetamines is they make your rizzers very soggy, and by that I mean my hands are gushing. Did I just dip? Fuck that girl, I can't stop thinking about Sid.
Sid and Sadie sitting on a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Yep, only got myself to blame for that mental image. You didn't do nothing, so we're all good. Little Sadie's got your head spinning. Little Sadie's gone missing. Christ, I'm moving at a million miles an hour. Just dance. There's a song in that, dancing the night away, dancing the sin away. Stop! Fuck, cow, I heard that, but it looked twisted. Shit, was that? Or are they the... Oh, I can't, I'm losing my...
Well, I think you've given us a lot more this time, but you still missed out rather a lot of details.
Entire chunks.
Vast swathes.
Wait.
Well, we will have to try again, won't we?
Why don't you start
Why don't you start
with the day
the day
Sadie went missing?
Streetlights don't do Birmingham any favours. Sunlight doesn't even, let's face it. Empty doorways and broken windows, just a facade like a stiff breeze could knock it over. A movie set from a film that never got made. People streaming in and out at the blank spaces, purged from the sweat-desecrated walls of unfulfilled promises. I sit and trace them with the cherry of my cigarette. Oil to paintbrush to canvas, each a little source of light. All travelling at a million miles an hour until dawn's first kiss, then brakes screech to a whiplash halt. One and all a ripple in the deep blue sea, one and all the future and a million pasts. Everyone in that place had given themselves up tonight, a momentary lapse of reason for a couple of hours. I was with them and now I'm not. See them as so much more than they were. A meadow of sunflowers closing, storing everything they are, everything they could be. Shivering from my soaked t-shirt, glancing at the small of my back. This night is over, and before I'm aware of it, my body jolts automatically towards home. The bus rocks me like a forlorn baby as I stare out through the raindrop-smeared glass. No comfort or lullaby, just a world of concrete buildings and half-arsed encounters refracted beyond any discernible recognition. This could be any night from the last 5 years, half a fucking decade spent sat down and shivering until I get back to the home and the bed that I ventured out from. Half a life spent on these blank shells, suspended in transit, waiting for it all to become real again. I could be back on Oxford Road now, for all I know. Heading towards the damp-ridden halls of time better spent. Why my brain still continues to paint it with some promising glaze is as pathetic as it is automatic. I was still reeling from beer-battered conversations and quasi-fulfilling insights that rang no truer the next morning than they did the very minute after they were uttered. I was still looking back at the last 5 years of my life before that to find criticism and comfort. I felt no more grounded to my place in the world than I do in this very moment. And as bumblebees buzz these pollinate ideas of place and purpose around my knackered skull, my brain begins to ooze nectar. Mason might be blooming fast in the heat of the sun. Too fast, perhaps, but his ideas and hapless ramblings will compost whatever comes next. Energy expelled for the good of what comes next. They will fall in the same field that we're all trying to find our way home through now, offering every other living, fucking withering thing some little seed from which to grow. None more important than any other. Humanity's soiled flower bed. Now, to mine.
Your mind.